The passage for our reflection today is Mark chapter 11, verses 1 to 11. This passage is popularly titled as the triumphant entry in all four Gospels. The scene is Jesus entering into Jerusalem on a donkey. This traditionally kickstarts our Passion Week. But in reality, this entry puts into motion a series of events which unfolds God's master plan for restoring humankind with an ultimate sacrifice and redeeming it. The final lifeline thrown to us to escape God's wrath. This passage in Mark chapter 11, verses 1 to 11, is an enacted parable full of symbols and fulfillment of prophecies. For example, the act of Jesus coming on a donkey itself is a prophecy fulfilled from the book of Zechariah. In Zechariah chapter 9, verse 9, it reads, "Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, your king is coming to you. He is just and having salvation, lowly and riding on a donkey, a colt, the foal of a donkey." I would like to reflect upon two aspects of this journey. The first one is that Jesus the King is keen to interact with us and extend his peace onto us. The second point of reflection is Jesus the King who is interested in his temple. The symbolism of the donkey may refer to the Eastern tradition that it is an animal of peace, unlike the horse, which is the animal of war. In the ancient biblical world, a leader rode on a horse if he was coming in war, and on a donkey to signify peace. In the Gospel of John, Jesus reiterates this concept. John chapter 14, verse 27 in the Amplified Version reads, "Peace I leave with you. My perfect peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Do not let your heart be troubled, nor let it be afraid. Let my perfect peace calm you in every circumstance and give you courage and strength for every challenge." What an assurance to think that Jesus, the King of Kings, is interested in interacting with us by extending his peace to us. Mark chapter 11, verse 11 says, "Jesus entered Jerusalem and went into the temple courts, and he looked around at everything." Here we see Jesus, the King, who is interested in his temple, which is my second point of reflection. The Apostle Paul reminds us in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16, as to what actually is the temple of God. It reads in 1 Corinthians 3:16, "Do you not know that you are the temple of God and that the Spirit of God dwells in you?" Our body is the temple of the living God. And when he looks at it, will he find something nasty that requires intervention? Or are we humble enough to allow him to cleanse us? As we go through this unique season, are we willing to connect and allow the Creator of the universe, who wants to interact with us and is interested to cleanse us? And if we do that, we can echo what the Apostle John says in John chapter 1, verse 12. It reads, "But to all who did receive him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God." May God add his blessings on these reflections and empower us by his Holy Spirit.